Hey, it's Jason with Dad's That Cook. We are making some awesome stuff. We are gonna make a smoked mac and cheese. Everybody likes mac and cheese, right? Especially nice and creamy and cheesy, plus with a little breadcrumb topping so it's nice and crunchy and happy. All right, so we got all our ingredients here. We got some flour, we got some elbows, we got some breadcrumbs, we need some milk, we got some cheddar cheese, some sharp cheddar cheese that I gotta grate and get that going, butter, mustard, we got some paprika and a little olive oil, some salt and some pepper. You can hear the construction outside, am I right? So I'm making this for the guys outside that are working on our street. They've been working on it for months and they're out in front working on our lines and all that stuff. So I'm making this mac and cheese, plus I got some ribs cooking, which you guys seen the ribs already, so it's not like I need to show you again. But the mac and cheese and the ribs, these guys are fired up, they can't wait. And I gotta get to it because I only have an hour. Ah! All right, so we gotta throw the elbows in. We need about 1.5 cups of these guys, okay? And some salted water. We're gonna let that cook up for about 10 minutes or so. Let those boil. All right, so the first thing I need to do here to get the bechamel sauce going is I really need to grate some cheese. We need 2 cups, about 2 cups, 2.5 cups, something like that. We'll set it over here. Bechamel time. Okay, so we got 3 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna stick that in this little pan here, heat it up. So we're gonna melt this down, and there's a 1/4 cup of flour. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna get this guy in there, and we're just gonna whisk up and you can see it kind of bubbling in there, and slowly add that in there. Get that up to temperature. We want that to boil up a little bit. You want it to be warm. All right, we gotta strain these. So let's stick this in here. So we've got some mustard powder. We're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of that, a little 1/4 teaspoon of the paprika, and then let's whisk that up so that the spices are all in there. So I've got it on like a medium-low. Blend in some of this cheese. Let's blend the cheese in. Let that stir up and get nice and cheesy. All right, we'll let that melt down. Okay, so I've got the heat off. I turned the heat off. Now we're just gonna stir the cheese around for a little while. We don't want it too hot. We don't want it burnt. You can see how it's getting nice consistency. It's like a custard almost, you know? You want like a runny kind of custard. Look at that. It's perfect. So it's off the heat. You don't need any more heat on that. Just let it sit for a couple minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. Little salt and pepper here, just to give it a little extra. Crack a little sea salt, Himalayan, stir that in. We're gonna take the pasta and we're gonna stick it in here and we're gonna mix it up. All right, so let's throw those guys in there. Oh man, that looks good. Look at that. Look at that. So good. Then we're just gonna transfer it on into our pan, put our breadcrumbs on it, and we're gonna stick it in the smoker, right? So I put my smoker, it's at 350. You want between 350 and 400 degrees. I had a few slabs of ribs on there that I've been cooking for already 5.5 hours or so. So those are almost done. And I realize, you know, when you're having mac and cheese, you might as well stick some bacon on it, right? And we're just gonna slice those guys up like this. Bacon. That's gotta cook for a little bit, and then it'll be nice and crumbly, and we'll just stick them right on top. It's gonna be so good. These guys are gonna be jacked. All right, so we got the mac and cheese, it's ready to go. We're gonna slap a little bit of the bacon bits that I made. We're gonna just kind of put those on all around, crumble these guys up. That's gonna be delicious. You can see I've got some ribs hanging out over here for them. So we're ready to roll. Let's bring this out, let's serve, all right? Let's do it. All right, look at these guys. All right, how's the food?
Great, man.
Yeah?
Never tried ribs, but damn, this is great.
You've never had ribs? What? Now, have you had mac and cheese too? Oh, okay, all right, cool. I should have got another rack or two. You're a dad, Adam's the dad.
Did an amazing job on the ribs, killer smokering, great dry rub, super moist. Did a killer job, man.
You like those?
Oh, killer, man.
All right, that's all we got. That's what we got for today is the mac and cheese, and we threw in some ribs to go with it, but the mac and cheese was so damn good. It was super tasty. I had a spoon. They let me have a spoon of it outside with the guys. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Dad's That Cook. Hey, thanks for watching. You like our videos? Well, then do me a favor and subscribe, because then we can update you on what's going on. You'll also know when we're giving away really cool stuff, which happens all the time. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll be in touch.